Okay, so if we were to film things, say normally on our phone, we'd simply open the camera and just start filming. Now the thing you'll find if you do this though is that it's all on auto. So when things change within the frame, the camera will automatically adjust the focus and like the exposure to compensate. So as you can see here, when I lift up the white paper, the background gets darker. And when I pull it back down, the background jumps up again. Now this can be okay if this is what you're after, but in most professional filming situations, you're going to want to lock off these settings so that the camera isn't jumping around everywhere. And that's why we'd use an app like Filmic Pro. Because Filmic Pro allows you to lock down the exposure and lock down the focus. So when we pick up my daughter's toy, Mr. Smiley, bring him nice and close here, we can lock the focus on his face so that when we put him back, he's out of focus. And everything in the background is out of focus and blurry as well. But obviously if we pick him back up and bring him back into the focal area, he's nice and sharp. Now the same can be done if we want to say focus on BB-8 in the background there. Let's bring the little focus picker over, wait till it finds focus, and then lock it off. So now we're focused on the rear of the frame. So this can be quite handy if you've got a talking head and you just want to lock the focus off on the person. The same can be for the exposure as well. So as we move the little exposure wheel around the screen, it will change based on what it's looking at. Now you can say, hey, I want it to lock off on the talent's face, which is what you do in most instances, and wait till it finds the right exposure and then just hit lock. And that will constantly stay at the same exposure level. Now, if you want a little bit more control, you can hold down the button here, jump in, and then manually control the ISO as well to find the exact sort of thing that you're after, which can be really, really, really handy to get the desired look. So the same can be done for the white balance as well. We can lock the white balance, or we can hold down the white balance, and we can pull up and down, all the way from very blue up to very orange, just depending on what you're looking for in your video production. Once we lock that off, it's a simple matter of hitting record and recording your vision. As you can see there down the bottom, you have a nice little monitor which shows you the level of the audio coming through, so you can monitor that as well. You can see what settings you're recording in, 25 frames per second, which is what you should use for Australian-based video productions, and 1080p. Once we've finished recording, we hit stop, and then we can jump into a little clip window here. We can see the videos that we've recorded. We can say, open this one up. We can play it back. We can jump in here. We can do a little bit of editing and trimming if we need to. I don't recommend this as an application to use for all your editing, but for basic trimming, it's really quite simple. Just to be able to say, hey, I just want to drop the first little bit off the frame, straight off the film, press OK. So quite a good tool for controlling the video that you're capturing in your phone.